name's Steve Canner. I look after the international business development for Polaris Government Defense. We are showcasing at DSEI this year our Arctic mobility capabilities. So we, as well as snowmobile, we also have the new Alpha platform. We have the Alpha in two iterations. We have it in its base platform with wheels and no cab, and we also have it in the cabbed tracked version, which is the Arctic mobility option. The tracks can be removed, the cab can be removed, and it can go back to a wheeled vehicle very easily. What this does is give countries who have a moderate need for over snow capability the ability to be able to swap between wheels and tracks whenever they need, so they don't need two separate vehicles. In track version, they're very capable, so the tracks are mat tracks and they are very capable in all terrain, so it's not only for over snow capability, they can be used in sand for extreme mountainous conditions, but they do perform extremely well in soft and hard-packed snow. Payload capability of the Alpha is 900 kilos, and this one is a 4-seat version, also available in a 2-seat. Sure, they have a towing capability, various different modular changes, so the 4-seat version you can remove the rear seat and make it into a higher payload, longer load bed vehicle. Yeah, so the track system is designed to be very easily removed, so you just remove the wheels and with a small spacer they just bolt straight on. It does reduce your top speed slightly because of the way that they're geared, but you can see from the way that they are tensioned that it's got a good footprint on the ground to reduce that ground impact. In this case, 45 kilometers an hour is the cruising speed. The layout is identical. The only difference is you can add a heater to the cab version as well, which will keep the windows demisted. Yes, for sure. So the vehicle behind me is the standard Alpha, MRZR Alpha, in its base configuration, so on normal wheels. As we've already seen, it's very modular in terms of it can have a cab and track system installed. But in addition to that, there's many other modular items that can be added. One example of this is the NTGS Scorpion light system, which is currently mounted. This, in conjunction with the methanol fuel cell, is maintaining the 24-volt power on the platform required to power the mortar system. Yes, absolutely. NTGS and Global Ordnance in the US, we have partnered with them to assist them in installing this to our vehicle, giving the vehicle that modular capability, but also being able to get the Scorpion light system into areas where previously it would have been very difficult.
My name is Juan Carlos Estrella. I am the commercial director of the company in Milanion NTGS. We are based in Spain, and we are the manufacturers of a mortar system called Alakran. It is a mortar system that can be integrated in almost any vehicle. In this particular case, ultralight solution. This system can have a weight of around 300 kilograms, more or less 600 pounds. It means that it can be integrated in almost any 4x4. In this case, we have used a Polaris MRZR Alpha 4 vehicle. That is a very good vehicle. So we are sure, we believe that with this combination of our mortar system and this vehicle is a very powerful and very versatile mortar system. Our system is, this system in particular is not a big difference between the bigger version, the Alakran L, that is fully automatic. It's the only difference that the other vehicles with a bigger payload we can integrate, we can install also the mechanism that make automatic the deploy and the retract. In this case, because of the payload of the vehicle is not big enough to resist the weight of these engines, so we are using a manual mode. So when the users, when the soldiers are arriving to a position, they have only to extract the barrel manually, and by gravity it falls itself to the ground and gets in this position more or less. From that point we use our electronic aiming device, that is the same aiming device and the same fire control system that we have in in a bigger version. So let's say that is fully automatic except this movements of retract and deploy. But in questions, in terms of time, it's more or less the same time. Even I would rather say that it's faster with this version, because when you have the practice to make the movements of the deploy and retract the set, the barrel, it takes less than 10 seconds to perform these operations. So I see that it's more agile, more practical version than the big one. Our solution is completely configurable. We can customize it as our customers want, its requirements. In this case, just for the show, we decided to remove the back seats and to put some boxes for the ammunition. We are transporting 24 rounds of 81 millimeters, but as you see, there is available space in other parts of the vehicle, so we can also add more ammunition or other components, for example, an INS or some more weapons devices. No? As we put a screen for the fire control system in the other part of the vehicle, but it is also possible, as you know, we can use a tablet, a wireless device, to locate the targets and to make the aiming operation. And it's also possible to situate another screen in the front desk, so the system is not closed. It's a very open and very wide solution for our customers.
Good afternoon, my name is Ran Krill. I'm the Executive Vice President for International Marketing for Elbit Systems Group, and we are happy to be here at DSEI 2023 in our UK booth to present the latest technologies for the UK and international customers. We have a variety of technologies and solutions that we are presenting here, from a very advanced and guided precise weapons, rocket artillery, unmanned, uncrewed systems, and our new turret mortar, the Crossbow. So we have here our latest rocket system, which is called the PULSE, the Precise Universal Launching System, that is a huge success in the world, and we have selected and been awarded for several contracts in the last year. The most advanced rocket system for a variety of distances, between 40 and 300 kilometers, and is being presented here, and we are very happy and proud of that capability. On top of that, artillery-wise, we are presenting here our new 155 howitzer, the Sigma, that has been selected by the Israeli Defense Forces and is one of the leading 155 guns nowadays in the world, coming with a very unique capability of a precise ammunition. The PULSE, we are teaming with other companies in order to market it to the European customer. We have been selected to provide our Atmos to a variety of customers. This is something that we see a lot of demand since the unfortunate war in Ukraine, and there is a lot of requirement and demand for artillery guns, and we are ready with our mature and successful Atmos artillery gun.
Thank you so much.
We are launching here today a light mortar turret based on the Elbit experience and Elbit portfolio on turrets that combine a mortar system that it's also coming from Elbit mortar portfolio. Turret by general is a very efficient weapon. The advantage of putting a mortar under a turret enables you to fire mortar rounds from a protected vehicle under heavy protection and not risk the soldier life by open mortar system as usual. So you are bringing the benefits of a mortar and the protection and the safety of the turret. You can load automatically up to 8 rounds in a row. It enables you a very high rate of firing. This system can fire 10 rounds per minute, but 10 rounds per minute consistently, meaning that you can fire 40, 50 rounds as much as you have at the vehicle in a very high rate, and the auto-loading loader is doing it in a very easy way. First of all, the system has a 2-meter barrel that extends the range. So for traditional ammunition, the range should be around 8 kilometers. For precise guided ammunition that we are offering as part of the package, the range will be more than 10 kilometers. We still have around 6 months of qualifications, and the first serial delivery will start early end of 24, early 25 to the Israeli Defense Force, and then to other customers. It easily can be integrated. We know how to do it. The integration capability is coming from our turret family and experience. We have other turret, manned, unmanned, variety of caliber. So the integration is an easy task.
At the booth of Rheinmetall at DSEI 2023, we can see the Skynex, a new air defense system specially designed to counter UAVs. In this case, the Skynex turret is mounted on a flatbed and carry on a trucks, an 8x8 German trucks from Rheinmetall, Axis trucks, and the flatbed can be lifted on the ground to offer an air defense solution. Another interesting product of Rheinmetall at DSEI is the KF-41, the new generation of IFV Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is the latest generation of IFV developed and designed by Rheinmetall. You can see now the Boxer 8x8 armored vehicles equipped with also an unmanned turret solution armed with a 35mm Alakran automatic cannon. And now you can see the Caracal, a new 4x4 air assault vehicle especially designed for special forces and airborne troops.
My name is Artem Shabaltas and I am a marketing director of the company who produced a reusable strike drone Punisher.
My name is Yaroslav Teklyuk and I'm a member of managing board of this company, UAV Dynamics, and we're here to represent it.
It's a reusable strike drone created by veterans of Special Operation Forces since 2016 in Ukraine during the war inside the combat conditions. It's a reusable strike drone with the cheapest cost of mission in the world, maybe, because our payload cost $200 only. Our drones can make a mission with a combat range 45 kilometers, it's near 28 miles, and can hit precisely at a figure like a square with a 4-meter size by unguided cheaper bomb. We have the fastest drone in Ukraine because our drones can fly with a speed 55 meters per second, it's near the 198 kilometers per hour. Our drone's quiet because we have electric rotor mode scheme, and maybe it's a more important thing. And now we have new features like kit of modernization that make our drones more stable to electronic warfare influence.
If you allow me just a couple of more words about the plane. It can fly even the wind, if the wind at 25 meters per second. So actually it's rare case that the drone can fly in such weather conditions. And despite that actually it's strike drone, it's sometimes used by our militaries for the purposes of reconnaissance, just because no other drone fly in this condition. We have instances when such drones during war completed about 200 missions. Actually it survived these 200 missions.
First of all, we started our company with one single product, which is a kamikaze drone. We actually wanted to develop a model which is cheap, which is fast produced, and which can carry an impressive payload for bigger tasks, for bigger distances. Therefore, we came with this idea. It was quite a fast R&D process, and in the moment we have a vehicle which goes up to 700 plus kilometers and carries 50 kilograms of payload. We sell it as a transport vehicle, so we don't necessarily produce weapons by ourselves, but we collaborate with the army. In fact, we are here at DSEI to exchange experience, to see what other companies are doing, because in the moment we're not tending to sell nothing outside of Ukraine. Our first and the main aim is to fulfill the needs of Ukrainian army into the drones, because it's a bottleneck for our soldiers in the moment, and each drone saves a lot of lives of our soldiers. Therefore, my main focus is to enlarge the production to as big as possible and fast as possible, so we can have better chances on the battlefield. Let's say the climate in Ukraine is that there are actually no concurrence. All people are working together onto our one and main wish and goal, and STA helps a lot to different kind of manufacturers with different kind of services or advices or contacts and everything. So we are here all together.
Hello, I'm Alexander. I'm an engineer in Ukraine company. We produce FPV drones for Ukrainian troops. This is a FPV drone kamikaze. They go to one way. This drone can be destroyed a tank. Workspace, one person can construct 5 tons per day. This is a FPV drone, and pilot control this drone for radio controllers and see what happening with him in Google's. And he see target to the last second. And this drone can be up 2 kilograms bomb. This special bomb, they can be destroy tank and troops. Drone speeds, it's 100 kilometers per hour. It's very fast. The range is 16 kilometers.
This one is the model named HCX-23, under development considering the future battlefield environment. There is laser gun and vertical launch system. Here is the space for the unmanned drones, and there is a space for unmanned surface vessel and some surface underwater vessels. So this vessel operate this kind of unmanned system, analysis the threat of the futuristic battlefield, and it can analyze the kind of data based on AI. Length of 135 meters and breadth of 35 meters and 17 meters of the height. Yeah. So, and the displacements are 6,000 tons. We hopefully make it in the international market. This model is HDF 4000. It is multi-role frigate. This model is based on the Korean Navy's frigate, which was launched this year in Hyundai Heavy Industries shipyard. Encompasses a lot of state-of-the-art technologies. On the top, there is a multifunction radar that can track and search every direction simultaneously. And also, it has sensors, many sensors, such as infrared targeting system and electro-optical track and search systems. And also it has hull-mounted sonar and towed array sonar for anti-submarine warfare. There is a vertical launcher for anti-air and anti-submarine missiles. Yeah, and here is a surface-to-surface missile and torpedo for anti-submarine warfare, and so on. Propulsion system is code log hybrid systems, which can minimize the underwater signature. The third model is HDP-2200 plus. This is the basic model, which is under contract with Philippine Navy. It is on the design stage at this moment. This model is cost-effective, but applied many proven technologies. There is a mission module space under the heli deck, so the end user can make that space to expand their mission capability according to what they would like to make it. Lastly, this one is HDL-10000 multi-role landing ship. It undertakes not only as a landing ship, but also flexible roles such as humanitarian aids or relief disasters as a secondary roles. It can deploy 15 main battle tanks and also the 5 of medium armed vehicles. In the stern side, there is a well dock for 2 LCMs, and it has 2 heli decks for helicopter launching, and it has hangars for 2 helicopters. It can accommodate 633 personnel, including troops. Yeah, so it has spacious room and equipment for that personnel.